Welcome to Abuja today on AGTV. With me today in the studio, Comrade Moses Magaji, the president of Abuja Youth Projectors. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
We hosted you a few weeks ago where you talk about Abuja Youth Projectors. We want to ask the progress so far about your activities.
Yes, of course, we had a lot of progress ever since the kickstarting of this movement. You know, in this kind of movement, it's only a leader that has no vision that will not key into this movement. We've gone so far to meet some chairman, like Kwali area council chairman. We've met with him, we've intimated more of our activities, and he has keyed into the movement. They have seen it as a necessity for every leader in FCT to key into it. And we found a time to see some rulers in FCT, which we have intimated them of the movement, and they said this is a good move for FCT people. Every leader needs to key into it.
Okay.
Yes. And in terms of the voters registration, we've met with some community, Galadima, for instance, Galadima, where we intimate the youth on the need for them to give out their time, because we tend to see most of them complaining of the population in the registration centers, and we just have to enlighten them why they need to sacrifice their time to give out their time to go for this registration, because it is the future they are laying foundation for. So, and our activities has been on and on and on.
Okay, the registration ended recently, I think 30th of July.
July. Yeah.
Okay, have you been able to visit such community to know if they actually went out to register?
To register. Yes, we've been able to intimate some community, and we find that there are some rural community are still having this issue of registration, because the registration tends to be more active at the city center, not the rural area. So our organization are trying to see a means where we can intimate our sitting chairman to know if there will be a tendency of giving out their help hand, so that registration can be taken to the rural area.
Possibly maybe another window of registration if it is open. Maybe liaising with Abuja Youth Projectors, where possibly issue of mobility, where you can get people to the city center, or rather taking
the
machine to the rural areas, so that people will get access to register.
Yes,
okay,
exactly.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, aside the issue of registrations, what else are you doing to sell out your ideas to the people of FCT?
Yes. Aside the registration, just like our core mandate is projecting a quality leader.
Okay.
We've been trying to put our eye. We are selecting every leaders now in FCT.
Okay.
Our eyes have become the satellites of the area council.
Okay.
We are sitting quietly watching, seeing every activity that every chairman is doing. With time, we will showcase whatever everyone is doing, so that the world will know, FCT itself will know that so chairman is performing or is not performing.
Constitutionally, the work of area council is taking development to the rural areas.
Yes.
Has it been possible for you people to have like a monitoring team, where this monitoring team will visit various communities within the area council,
yes,
within the FCT, to identify their problems, their priorities?
That is why in Abuja Youth Projector, we have a structure that's from the state level down to the grassroots. Our structure correlates all the pulley units we have. We have canvassers.
Okay.
So those people that are the canvassers are our monitoring unit members, because they know what is happening in their locality.
Okay.
They bring it up to us, then we do the follow-up.
Okay, so you have a reporting system where from the ward level,
from the
local government
units
level,
to the ward level, from the ward level to the local government, from the local government to the state level.
Then from there you take action.
Yes, we take action.
Okay.
We are even trying. There is an incident in Kuje area council now, that shops were demolished.
Okay.
And by next week, we're going to intimate the chairman. What happened to the welfare of those people that their shops
were demolished?
So we will know how to take it off from there. At least before such thing will be done, there should be an alternative for them, because that is where they feed their family. Subsequently, we're going to be looking towards some things that will be done to the citizens of the town without a remedy for their living. So we'll be taking it off from there and see how we can dialogue and negotiate within the chairman and the people.
Okay. So possibly issue of demolition, there should be a dialogue between your organization and the area council chairman.
We are
possibly
standing
from the area council chairman to Federal Capital Territory administration to ensure that before demolition is carried out, there is
a dialogue
and understanding between the communities in concern and FCTA.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Before we continue, we'll take a short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back once again. Still with me, Comrade Moses Magaji, the president of Abuja Youth Projectors. Welcome back.
Thank you.
So I want to talk about very important issue of insecurity in the Federal Capital Territory. It is almost becoming a recurring incident, issue of kidnapping. Recently, the prison in Kuje was attacked by terrorists, and till date, we've not heard of anyone arrested concerning that issue. And there are issues around Bori Area Council to the level that the presidential guard of the president himself was attacked, where some soldiers were murdered in the process. And the issue of Kuje Area Council, recently, I think day before yesterday, Galadima and other. It seems as if Federal Capital Territory is under siege. What is the federal government doing? What are the area council doing? Can you tell us?
Well, Abuja seems to be a safe haven for people before, where they felt they can leave their state and run down to Abuja and have a safe landing.
Sure.
But the truth is that Abuja is now becoming a danger zone. It's very simple, because we have tended to take these security issues in FCT, that nothing will happen. If attack can get to Galadima, if presidential convoy will be attacked, so which means in our homes we are not safe. In our very eye, we'll be looking in our various area councils where these guys will come in the names of their abokis. They will form a queue in your locality, selling this, selling that. Before you know, the whole place will be jam-packed with Hausa people. We are not saying the Hausa people are the one doing this, but that is an avenue for terrorists to sneak in, to penetrate. If you don't have all this gathering of such in the multiple numbers in the place, where will they have come from? Are they driving all the way from the bush to come and attack? No, they have came into the community through a particular set of people, or through an angle to study the environment before the attack. What happened in Kuje? It was, this country, we at times we don't tend to say some things on the media. Those people, nobody has been arrested. Neither we are only hearing that those who escaped in Kuje prison, some will voluntarily coming back. We are not after those who escape are coming back. Who attacked? Where did they pass? We have checking points in Kuje. Before you reach the prison correctional center, there is a checking point. Where did they even pass? It's a slap to Nigerian government. And I'm feeling our chairman needs to work up, because when you have issues in your home and you are waiting for an outsider to come and solve it for you,
yes,
you end up sleeping in that same problem. So our area council chairman, they have what it takes to curtail this security within them.
Yes.
Not necessarily
the area council, one of their duty is to secure lives and properties. So there should be a synergy between the area council and various security agencies.
Yes.
And there are also issue of local vigilante. We don't know whether there is any proper synergy between the area council and these vigilante groups, or between the vigilante group and other government security agency.
Listen, let me tell you something. Yeah, vigilantes are working.
Okay.
But whatever is happening has to do with intelligence.
Okay.
Do they have the intelligence? The intelligent part of it to curtail these people. I'm one of those who advocate for community police. But just that at times when you are talking of community police, they will begin to look at the whole country itself.
Yes.
Are we enlightened enough to accommodate this community police? Because these are politicians who now tend to use those police to hijack it so that when they are in power, they want those police to be for them.
Yes.
So an opposition, you cannot be free because they owns the police, because they pay them directly. But the truth is that would have been a soft landing solution to this security threat happening in FCT or in the country at large.
Okay.
The vigilantes are trying. In fact, where the FCT commandant of vigilante was shot down in Barrier Council.
Yes.
He's a hero. He has gone. He has given his life for the safety of the people. But is the federal government giving them this support? Is their chairman of their local government giving them this support?
How did they even carry out their activities since they are not equipped with weapons? There is no law backing them to use weapons. Is there any source of income for them? Or what they are doing is just voluntary service?
Voluntary service.
So don't you think it is high time for government to come in and empower these people?
Of course. And even the local government chairman themselves, the security vote they are getting, what are they using it for? They tend to empower the existing government agency that are there, which these guys need to be called to the round table. Empower them, since they will not be answerable to anybody at the top for them to take command before they eradicate whatever security situation they are having in their locality. They are answerable to you directly. Talk to them. This is what you want. You want this to... that is why I love Kogi governor. When he said he don't want anybody to bring to him any person alive as a terrorist, do away with him. At least in Kogi, we are hearing with some limited issue that has to do with that. Can't do the same in FCT. How can terrorists leave all the way the whole state, come to FCT, even to Galadimawa, and say they want to kidnap or they want to attack the community? It's marvelous.
Okay, as the common saying, security is everybody's business,
yes,
including me and you. What is your group doing in order to have a synergy between your group and the various community leaders?
Well, I had these reports that was given to Abuja Projectors of recent of this so-called Panteka we are talking about. Example, there is one Panteka in Nyanya. A lot of evil things are happening in that place.
Okay.
They rape small children there. Once they break your house, your things is missing. If you go to that Panteka, you see it there.
Find it there.
These are the places where these things are starting. Because by the time a terrorist want to come to the town, he will look for a crowded place to penetrate. So they come there in a disguise. It's an intelligence work in a disguise, monitoring where to attack. Before that Nyanya, especially that Panteka in Nyanya, has caused a lot of havoc in that community. But who is taking it out? The community. I've visited some family there where they complain that they don't know how to make sure that these people live. We were thinking of meeting the king of Nyanya, but the truth is that he doesn't have the power to do it. It is the local government chairman. So local government chairman should have a security team on his own, not based on what the government is giving to him.
Okay.
Where those guys will go into the community, look at where there are security threats. Because those Panteka, those overcrowded outside people, where Okada people is, we are not saying the Okada people are doing this, but that is the avenue
criminals are using
to
penetrate
into the community. So We will intimate the chairman, tell them that this is what it is, and let them do something about it. We will not force them.
Okay.
But if truly they want the security issue of FCT to be taken seriously, those kind of places need to be dismantled. The Pantika, the Babambula gathering, the Hausawa, you just see a lot of them in a particular place gathering. No, we don't need that any longer because it is an avenue for terrorists to come in our communities.
Thank you very much. Okay, before I let you go, what is your message to the general public?
Well,
in terms of this security, since it is your business, it is my business, it is everybody's business, what should the general public do to serve as an assistance to the government if we must arrest this issue of insecurity so that me and you can live in peace?
Well, my general advice to the people, the public, is security, yes, for sure, is every man's business. It's my business, it's your business. First and foremost, secure your home.
Okay.
Because most of our homes too are not even secured, because some of us sleep and tend to leave our doors open. So what happened when criminal enter? Are you blaming the criminal or you are blaming yourself? From there, you start monitoring what security is all about. Monitor where you go at the time and the places you associate yourself with. I have a friend that said he don't like staying in a gathering where there are more than 10 people. I was like, why? But the truth is, he's trying to protect himself.
Yes.
In our local community, because these guys started from a local community, move in town gradually.
Yes.
When you see a stranger in your community, you can easily identify who is who. Try to know who is this person. That is why I said it here last time. I said, if you really want to tackle security, the traditional rulers, you must bring them together. Because nothing happened in their community that they don't have a no way of it. Because they have subjects who are outside there. Whatever happened, they will call, so we've seen a stranger like this, we've seen it. It is for the chief now to connect that I'm seeing some strange movement in my community. I don't understand. In Kuje Area Council, long before now, 4-5 years ago, there is a gathering in a bush, in a forest, I won't mention for security reasons.
Yes.
We were informed. Before this Abuja Projectors, I've been in a security angle, working in an intelligent unit, and that there is a gathering like this. Helicopter will come, bring food, and go. They don't really know what is happening. The people in that area don't longer go to farm. We intimate one of the kings in that place. He said, "You don't tire." We intimate the TPO in charge that time. He said, "Oga, this thing, they cannot say anything about it." What happened? That means something is wrong somewhere.
So the security agencies cannot do anything
concerning
insecurity. What do me?
That was the beginning of the formation. Then all these things you are seeing in Kuje happening now, a camp has been there forming gradually more than 5 years.
A build up to what we are passing through.
We are aware. It's just that at times we don't want to talk so that you don't tend to carry it for yourself. But things have been happening in that place. Our government, if truly they want to save our life, they are sure of the oath they took that they want to save the lives of Nigerians. Then they should be more serious.
Thank you very much for coming, Comrade Moses Magaji, the president of Abuja Youth Projectors. We'll be looking up to seeing you in our subsequent episodes. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for watching Abuja today on AGTV. Keep tuned to our subsequent episodes. You can follow us on our social media platforms.